safe lane, make life a little bit better for him. Whether it's Fabian or nothing to say, it doesn't matter. They're always trying to make or to give Am the best game possible.
Ame has got quite the hero pool. He's played some weird thing where I'm still waiting for that carry Pudge. Obviously, you know, just game one, but I'm still waiting.
Yeah, and probably also not the right team to try it out against. But yeah, when it comes to hero pool, he's probably only behind Yatoro.
Yeah.
But
That guy's got a massive hero ocean.
Ocean, yeah.
Talking about that one. Hero ocean, pool, tub, bucket,
river.
River, yeah. Different sources of water letting us know how many heroes you play.
Hero kettle.
That's when you got one here.
When you're boiling over.
You've got no heroes. But Ori, nothing to say up over mid.
This
Classic spirit matchup. Who's got the edge here?
It's actually a 5-5 matchup, like both of them can outplay each other. But most of the time what happens is they both just farm, both get the levels and gold, and then whoever makes the better rotations basically sets the team up for the game. That's why I love this matchup in the mid lane. It's really volatile, because like if you're reaching everything first, getting the side lanes, get a couple of kills, suddenly you just dominate the whole map. The other mid lane just never seems to be able to catch up.
Up top, Fabian, GQ. With the weep, another guy who's got a massive hero ocean. This guy plays everything.
Yeah.
From Techies to Void Spirit to Weaver, back again. He covers a lot of ground with what he's got in his arsenal.
And Weaver can be a little flashy as well, so it's definitely up his alley. The Monkey King against Tide matchup, of course, is gonna get pretty bad for Tide Hunter as the levels go up. That's why they picked it against it.
Kind of very Fabian hero. Person who feels like he picks it is a balance strike that comes out. Monet getting first blood, but one more shot to get the trade. Almost looking for a double. Yeah, he had the swarm on him, thinking he can maybe get Siamese Cat. You know, JT's a big Tide guy.
He loves Tide. Tide and Doom. Tide, Doom, and Mars. The big front guys. But yeah, like, scary. You're giving Shinkyu a good start. He got the kill. He got the solo experience. We all know what Shinkyu can do with money. If he gets an early vessel this game, he can cause a lot of problems if he's going for that.
And like you said, he's flashy. He gets a little bit of gold behind him all of a sudden. Coming in, making moves, and like, you don't expect that from a 4-0. Like, yeah, 4's a playmaker, but I don't know, that stat, gold to damage ratio, like, that's a stat I want to see on him.
Yeah, like, especially in this game, if he gets off the ground, obviously. Shinkyu is not really a guy that would build, like, defensive items, you know? He likes to kill heroes. Or get pulled in the tower. Take a couple, nice. Just joining all of them.
Now, we're with the advantage so far. Especially against something to say, that's looking quite good. I know you said it was a 50-50 matchup, but that makes it even that much better. Maybe something from Ori different this time.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing the old, super strong Ori, because he was super nice to watch.
Yeah, he was a playmaker for sure when we used to see him on his Storm.
Yeah, he wins lane and then he starts killing around the map. Alright,
First spike action, sure.
That's what we call a little bit of a mana waste. That's okay. You have mana drain. Doesn't matter.
You ever just like to bully, go big on the mana drain and nothing else and just take...
Yeah, especially when I play line mid. Level 3, level 2 mana drain, they're just out of mana entirely.
Good luck winning.
Yeah. And win if you can't CS. I stun you for every creep.
And they've got what you like, the Grimstroke Lion combo. Get those stats up.
Yeah, that's not as effective as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, it still can be, of course, a lot of disable and damage potential there. Monkey is actually struggling quite a bit in the lane. The Weaver, level 4, is giving him a lot of problems. Oh, why did you freeze CQ kill?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Level 4 Weaver, level 3 Monkey King.
Yeah. Level 3 Tide Hunter too. He's the real carry. Or offlaner, I guess.
That was good of you.
Swap it up a little bit.
They have to be careful they don't beat any kills on the top lane here. Once the Weaver gets Earth Charges, he becomes so much more dangerous. There's like an additional 300 damage in his arsenal.
Lion. Just moving up as ogres do. Just, you know, in your face. You've got the armor, you're fine. 7 armor. Look at that. Never in trouble, never in doubt. He's always going to survive. Although Siamese Cat taking some damage, the Swarm getting him quite low, and all of a sudden Grimstroke forced to pop a salve just to stay comfortable in this lane.
Yeah, they do have more region in the top lane now though, so should be going quite well for Aster. Monkey King can just heal back up with the Jingu, no problem.
Stacks.
Yeah, I think he's actually going back to base.
Some soul experience over to Faith Beyond.
Much needed soul experience. Oh, another 2-man ignite. There's actually so much damage. Like, what you want to do against Ogre is you want to stand in the creep wave, so there's a high chance it actually hits a creep. But getting double hero ignites all the time.
Spear as well. Yeah, this might be a kill. Why in some trouble? Just early right click damage.
Nothing to say.
Nothing to say. Low. Or trying to make the chase. They've got the Swarm in. Again, it's just the presence of this Weaver that's kind of making things difficult for Aster all over. Or he had to back off on what probably looks like a pretty easy kill for him. And now Faith Beyond, while he's left alone over top, they get a kill.
Yep, that opening Ori created mid lane actually gives Monet an easy chance to capitalize on it.
With a rebound in his lane, which he's been struggling with. Just the top of his stats have been like awful, but yeah, I can start to help.
For sure, for sure. But Tide Hunter is also doing very well for himself still. Actually, Mars is struggling the most from the chorus, which is pretty interesting. I guess Ogre Drow is a pretty strong lane, especially with Y getting like too many ignites all the time.
He's just walking forward.
They're not thinking about unblocking the big camp so they can utilize it themselves. Once Drow level 6, of course, you want that camp for yourself. Full level ahead. Drow on the Mars.
Mars is a very popular offlaner, of course, and XXS has a big history of success in the offlane with a couple of teams. When he used to play with like OP on IG, he was a playmaker, he was a baller in that offlane, but I'm still waiting to see that.
Yeah, I think he took more of a farming role, or Ori. Not to say, oh, careful!
Yeah, he comes top, and now he's trying to make something happen. However, nothing to say right there with him. He will come down, Primal Strike, they've got the silence out onto the Void Spirit. Balance Strike, and they get the kill, nothing to say. They'll take out the Void Spirit. Q trying to get a kill here still. He's got the Phantom's Embrace silencing him up. Stroke the Fade right over the top, and Ori's got a kill in this top lane. 2 here for Aster. Now 5-1. Aster outplaying LGD in a couple of aspects, and you know, this is something that the panel talked about. Which LGD are we gonna get? You know, despite the success of LGD, they struggled in that first season. They struggled.
They did. They really just came to fruition when, like, second season, end of the second season is when they really started dominating the major, and then some smaller tournaments.
Yeah. And there was an OGA China event that was in there that they played, and there was also, you know, I think people, obviously TI is the big result, right?
Yeah.
And that usually covers up any mistakes, but you gotta remember, LGD, they had to play a tiebreaker against LT that first season.
Yeah, we also had a lot of teams though that did really great at TI, stuck together, and after it just didn't work anymore. Like it's not just a guaranteed success just because they were really good at TI.
Yeah.
Although, it kind of should be because it's still the same patch. Of course they had some breaks, you know, when everyone figures out new stuff, so it's never just the same. But that being said, the position in this game for them is still good.
Yeah,
like, the 3 cores still have good money, good level.
Drow at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, that bottom lane's real free. LGD, they look alright right now. Nothing to say is going to try and go into the and they should be able to get this kill. Remnant down, and here he comes through. He's got a song. He nothing to say though. Gets turned on. Oh boy. Brimstroke really giving Ori the opportunity to go in and jump through to kill off. Nothing to say. And it looks like Y will fall 2 to this Ember. 2 for 1 on what should have been a pretty easy kill. And Drow getting low bottom. They've got the arena and the kill. They'll take out Ame with Monet coming down bottom. That's a big kill to get with somebody on top of the net worth, and now out below both the Monkey King and the Ember.
Yeah, 2 instances of greed actually from LGD. They could have easily burst the line if they wanted to, but he was holding his spells on the Void Spirit,
Radiant's courier,
which cost him dearly. You end up taking the courier as well. And yeah, like Armor just showed in front of a mask. He's like, what are you gonna do to me? You know, he just arenas him, Monkey King TP's in, and well, that's what I'm gonna do to you. Don't show your face anymore. And Armor's like, alright.
A lot of damage from Faith Beyond there on a Bobica.
Forcing Q again.
And
Bye-bye Bobica.
And he's the Swarm on him. Shikuchi in a second. Should be another kill on the right foot.
Yep. Another rotation though. Grimstroke and Ember Spirit are on the way. Gotta be a little bit cautious though. You're fighting into a potential Ravage.
This combo's dirty.
It's really dirty.
Phantom's Embrace with the ink swell, making sure he can't Shikuchi out. There's no chance that really Shikuchi's gonna get out of that one. XXS forced back all the way to base. Drow still trying to make something happen, but Ame's moved up into the top lane, at least for now.
That's really where you want to be. Like, you push down a tower, you take the triangle enemy jungle for yourself, because it's the easiest area for your team to protect at that point. And as we said, like, Drow needs to be really big, because most of the damage this game is going to come from her. Especially with Nothing to Say struggling quite a bit. He's made a couple of rotations, but kept dying every time.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, he's not really one of those mids who plays like this go-in sacrifice role. He's a guy who likes to snowball real out of control. And kind of getting his snowballs broken up halfway down the mountain.
Yeah, has yet to get a successful rotation. So much damage from the Weaver. This right here is so strong.
Yeah, level 6, outputting a lot of damage from a 4-position roll. The X is there, but again, you've got the Urn, maybe the Shikuchi and a right click, but they ready to go with the Boundless Strike, and they'll still get the kill. So Bobica falls, another kill here for the Weaver, now level 7. This feels like it's turning into a bit more of the Weaver shifting into a core role.
Look at this item build.
Kind of hanging out.
You got a Gleipnir queued up on a pot 4. Like, usually you would want to go into Vessel and then maybe Axe, but as we said, Sinkyu is not that kind of guy.
He's going to play the greed if he gets the opportunity to.
I want to deal damage, which actually can work out because the Drow aura is actually going to give him like 60, 70 agi in that mid-late game. So he can potentially become a core, which I actually quite like because, as we said, Nothing to Say is struggling quite a bit in the department right now.
And if you can get some damage out from your Weaver, like Fabian can kind of be there to be your utility guy.
Moon's on fire and Beetle's up too. Urn.
Now Strike comes out, they're going to bring the bars over. XXS with the arena, the spear, locking down the Weaver.
He's burning, he's burning though.
Time lapse, ignite, burn, not going to be enough. He gets back into the base. So Monet, putting life on the edge.
Yeah, something he doesn't like to do. Like, he's one of the safest players in all of China. You know, the big smoke up. They got Finger, they got Soul. What's it called again? Soulbind. Why did they say Soulbind? Oh no!
Coming up the stairs, and
you're gone.
It's going to be a Finger and one more right click there for Ori, getting the kill on Ame. So it's the second time he's died and dominating. For this Ember, they do finally have the blink on Fate Beyond. So yeah, the blink Ravage is there. That's an opportunity maybe you can go for. But we'll see if they can really follow it up. It's Drow that still needs a little bit of time to get involved.
One big one! Ravage on the 3! They're gonna go in just there's the slide. They're gonna go to Omega and right it back and forth, but they got the run and they'll get the kill on Ori, taking out 2. No.
Quick move from LGD. The second you start to doubt them, well, they're gonna make you eat your words. And look at 2 kills, 2 big kills there for them. We're on top of that net worth, and they want to make sure they can get something out of that Blink Ravage, and they do immediately.
Yeah, I think Ori would have been fine actually, but he jumped back to the tower into Remnant.
Stun. Ignite.
Got a kill. Just like that.
Coming online a little bit.
Yeah. I didn't expect that much damage, but it was very important for Nothing to Say to finally get some kills on the board. His network is recovered now.
And participating a little bit, getting something going. Ori back into the mid lane, and he just here clean up some vision if he can, and maybe output some damage onto the Grimstroke. Be careful, the Sentry Ward now down, and the Captain's Brace will silence him up, and he's will stun him. And
okay.
Oh, that's when Greed bites you.
Greed meet death. Nice to meet you.
Can't buy your way out of that.
Another 3-man smoke up.
Yeah.
They want to go on Ame again. Monet's already in position, potentially catch him with a stun. But why in the perfect position? But he's moving away.
Maybe he's here to break the smoke when he catches vision. Their eyes will be set onto the Ogre. But they've got the remedy. They should be able to still get this kill. The silence, the stun. They've got it. Bobica moves the kill on the Drow, but here comes on the same as GQ once more. They've got either out onto Ori. That'll give them the opportunity to get the kill here off the Grimstroke. Double stun out onto Ori's fight and a remnant away from the fight. The 2-man stun comes out from Bobica, who will TP away. They don't have the damage to get the kill there. Now they're going to look over the Ember. Oh, the stem and the kill. At the of damage real quick on Ori. Ori, a couple of ganks completely gone wrong there. They still got the kill on the Ame, but you know, you're starting to snowball, and it's getting staggered a little bit.
Yeah, and that is all with the Ravage being on cooldown. Like, the big timing is whenever Ravage is off cooldown. It's gonna be in a couple of seconds here. But I'm sure they kill the Drow, but they lose one of their biggest cores in Ori. And he's really the guy that's gonna be dealing the damage in those upcoming team fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dagger now for XXS. Same situation as Faith Beyond, really. Blink, Arena, Spear. Hopefully you can lock somebody down. They're hoping maybe that guy can be out.
Top tower
But we have yet to see anything from Ame. He's 0-3-0, very quiet, pretty unusual for him, because he's like if we talk about stable carries, at least at the end of the season, in China was always Ame, right? He's like the best carry in China by far, struggling to find his place in this game. But as I say that though, his network is still top 3.
He's always a guy who likes to fight early.
Yeah.
Like that Spectre build that he would go for, Ag's always looking to fight, even without him. I mean, he's always looking to make his presence felt on the map somewhere. This Weaver level 10 is kind of wild. They're gonna bring over, I mean, they've got the silence on the Ori. Do they have the damage? They surely do. Q there with a kill onto Ori. That is, what, 3 deaths now in a small sequence of time?
Yeah, this is a rough one too, because this entire team was bottom. Gives it a lot of map control now. Back over to LGD.
Ori, unfortunately for him, time's turning elastic and pulling him back to about midway on the net worth chart.
Yeah, he got baited so hard by CQ. like as soon as a Weir fights back like that, it should always, it's like a red flag, you know? It's like, oh my god, why is he fighting with 200 HP?
Definitely outside now.
And then, of course, the gust out of nowhere. Keep saying that now because of that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh man.
One can lead here for LGD, and it looks like ASTER set up to make another move here. They want to potentially show off that blink. I don't know if they've showed it yet on the map, but you can see that XXS is really waiting for it.
Wow!
No. Using that time lapse to get away, and not only that, I mean, he juked them hard. XXS goes north looking for the Inkswell
and
stuff.
cutting the wave too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's such a bully move.
Yeah, it's a heads-up play.
Yeah, they looked the entire ass and he was like, we can move in middle. We can't, it's too late. Like, you should have seen the minimap move when every arrow turned towards the middle lane. But yeah, I was gonna say, Ravage versus Arena, what's better? Well, now you have Ravage versus no Arena and an instant smoke up.
Ags on top. I love Ags.
It's so broken.
I'm a big Gush
Dire's
fan.
middle tower.
Nice reactions though. So
Quick blinks going for the TP out. XXS over in the river. And
they could potentially go threaten Roshan here, to be honest. They do have the Ravage. They can't fight into the Ravage without the Arena. And choosing to play a little bit more conservatively.
yeah, not that long of a cooldown though. Yeah, risk to go for it. Boundless Strike while you're spending your time going for a Sentry. Primal Spring on
No Arena.
So that'll stop nothing to say. Soulbind here on the 2, thinking about going to the Ravage, but they got the touch with the Phantom's Embrace. There's the Ravage. They should be able to get the kill onto Monet. Dominating for Shinkyu, and he is just all over the place, making his presence felt and grasping his hands around Aster.
And look at that net worth. He's at Mars's net worth almost. That Glaze idea that I found ridiculous. Well,
He's making things work.
he's at 8 toss already.
Yeah. They're gonna look to get the kill here on a Y. Fate Beyond going to the back box with Simon's Cat. Anchor Smash really feeling the pain there. He's this Grid Stroke, and they still can't kill the Ogre. 2 heads, well, now not gonna be better than 1. As Boca gets the kill there on the Y. They'll find the spear as well as the finger and take away the streak from that Weaver, and a lot of gold for Boca.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful. Like, you're fighting without Ravage. Nothing to say, just coming back in, sniping Boca.
Astro Step, you think about Nathan Remnant, Inkswell, Silence, Phantom's Embrace, the multi-shot. Away from the top, but he doesn't have Ravage. He is tanky. There's no way to get in once the Wukong's is used. They're on the possibilities of want to jump in. They've got the balance strike that lands on the ground. Ame now in trouble. Remnant forward, moves up into the air. Can he fight back? No. Ori with a lot of damage on the Ame to get the kill on the Drow, and LGD will do one thing right, and then they stay too long, and it all falls apart.
Way overextended. Like, you don't have the Ravage, it's the same scenario, right?
Yeah.
You have no Ravage into Arena, you can't do it, especially if the Drow isn't there. He finds the DD, he's like, oh, maybe I should join that fight, which turns out to be a brutal miscalculation.
And it cost them dearly.
Cost them everything.
Yeah, that is everything they got, and well, now it's all thrown away. into the trash.
They had like 3K gold lead, now that's all gone. And it's gone. Now I'm gonna work your way back up there.
You're gonna invest this into your futures and it's gone. So now LGD recover.
Well, at least nothing to say is top of the network.
Yeah, especially after the struggle he had.
Yeah.
But you see Ame, he's starting to hit the bricks and getting weighed down.
Yeah, that like that's the hardest part about playing carry, right? Like when should I join the fights and when should I like stay out of it? And sure, you find the DD very attractive for it. And then for Q.
Blink dust, blink again.
He's pretty tanky though.
Double blinks in, making sure they've got the lockdown. Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly set up by XXS. Got the Rebuke and the Spear, making sure they've got the connected lockdown on him and maybe not feeling as effective anymore. He's got the Rod of Atos. Would you have rather the Maelstrom first?
No, Atos is definitely the build, especially if his support.
Yeah, but is he a support?
yeah. But actually, if he had Strength Test there, and Ember is not there, he would not have died. So good rotation from Ori, and
Ori and Monet now sit top of the network.
yeah, it's getting a little bit scary. Like once that Ember gets up his BKB, and Monkey as well, they both just jump to draw Ranger. It's not that easy to play anymore for him. He's going straight into Shuttle. I like it a lot.
I don't want to jinx how long this game's gonna take, but you know, ASTER and LGD, they did have that long, 88-minute game when we were covering them.
What, that was a season 1, right?
Yeah, season 1, Divine Rapiers on the Monkey King.
What was it, Monkey King against Ray King?
I think it was something like that, and ASTER ended up winning that.
Yeah. And a nail biter.
Void Spirit almost has this axe, so 100 more gold and make that 25, and now make that 9.
Yeah. Axe is always good, of course, but heavily mitigated by those BKBs that are gonna come out eventually.
Never refuse gold again.
The thing that's been really killing them is just the Phantom's Embrace. They haven't really been able to deal with that just yet.
I mean, it's an amazing spell against all the spirits, especially once you get into level 3. And smoke up with that axe pickup.
Yeah, Axe is still on the courier, so it'll get to him before they end up getting into this fight, you'd hope. But now they're going to smoke up, 5-man smoke, ward onto the high ground, and the scan hits. So scan hits Ame. ASTER have the idea of where this is going to and what's going to be coming from them. They don't see anybody else on the map, and they're going to start to creep their way over with a couple of arrows smoked. Looking for that A12, can't blink. Ravage BKB. That Ravage is only going to hit the Grip Stroke, so Faith Beyond. He forces the BKB, but how well does that feel? Q, he's in trouble. They'll get the figure, they'll get the kill, they'll take the lead right now. And on the other side, they've got themselves the arena down, the Zoma in, and why is well Faith Beyond are in so much trouble? ASTER come through, they counter the smoke with a smoke of their own, and right away they take 3 for the price of 0. That's a great deal.
And they have to be very careful that they don't stick around because the Lion does have a blink dagger. No matter how good your actions are, if you get some hex, there's nothing you can do. And the Ravage was very ambitious. I didn't like it at all, to be honest. First of all, he didn't blink straight next to him. If he did, maybe it will connect because it took him a little while to activate the BKB. But if you do it from that range, any pro of this level will react.
Yeah.
Like it's just too slow.
It almost felt forced.
Yeah, it felt like
Very forced.
it's like, oh, they got unsmoked. Oh, we still smoked. Or maybe we can make this play happen. Well, or he may.
Thought they had the vision, thought they had it right, and look again.
Monkey King has to be careful.
Monet would be a big kill to get, maybe one that brings him in. BKB, right click still feel pretty strong here from the side of LGD. They get the kill to Monet, now dominating for nothing to say.
Might threaten Roche.
Yeah, that is certainly a move where 45 seconds without a Monkey King. No Ravage makes it a little bit dangerous, but they got the damage for sure.
That's the power of Draw Ranger. Every time you have these matchups with these agile carries, you just deal that pure damage through BKB, even with the marksmanship. Are they willing to fight this? It might be dead already, but they know how to fit.
Yeah, Ogre gonna do Ogre things and just stand in the way of anything that's gonna come through. Yes, he does die, but this is now into the hands of Drow. That's the perfect job for Ogre.
Perfect play there, yeah. Couldn't have done anything else, it would have been better. And yeah, now Drow does have the Aegis, and once Drow gets up to like a Skadi, maybe one more damage item is gonna be really troublesome to actually. Sure, you can jump him, but you can't kill him. And then once your BKB is over and Tidehunter is an issue, then Draw Ranger is super free.
Silver Edge Scotty could be a problem, and well, now you've got a lot of time to work with because you've picked up that Aegis. You know, some might call Ogre dumb. But that's a wise move from a two-headed ogre to just walk in and now what seems to be the game. Just by dying.
Yeah.
It's the important role of a support that not many people appreciate.
Especially a Bloodlust support. Your Bloodlust to carry and then I'm going in. Like, nice.
Luckily there's no Bane in this game, but then you get feed script and you just go, where's my team?
Dude, I just don't talk about Bane, man. Here is so busted, man. This is so busted. But yeah, double BKB timing is now online, and they are fighting into an Aegis, of course, but if you kill the draw once, and there's a ring on top of you, draw's gonna die again. So, ASTER is probably still feeling very, very comfortable in this game right now.
King also going to a Silver Edge, has the Echo Saber, and he's kind of close to it. Not too crazy, but he's getting there. Ish, yeah. I guess ish is the right way to put it.
Against Tidehunter, perfect item, of course.
Yeah, looking to kill off the Tide any quicker, but it does feel like Tide's role has kind of, well, now he's got the Axe, so it's not as much bad. He'll have that gush with the Axe upgrade. They'll blink through, they've got the area with the BKB, they'll focus their attention on Ame. They've got the damage was so quick. Are they going to be able to get into this one? They've got Fate behind him, the Silver Ravage from the high ground. Balance strike, Soulbind on a two-figure. It's a ball. Bowling against the kill to Ame. Never going to say. They land the spear on the lone tree that's over there onto the side, and they get both kills. They bought back on Y, and there's nothing. Damage was so fast, there was no way he was going to survive even with the second life.
Like, he needs, if he is in that position, he needs a BKB, which he didn't have. Like, I actually thought maybe he's just holding, but no. It's blown up twice. Couldn't even use the Ravage because he died under the BKBs.
Yeah, he wanted to. You can see the positioning. He was trying to get on the cliff over by that camp and maybe throw a Ravage from the high ground, but it's just like, it's not enough.
Yeah, and it's approaching his territory. Like, sure, Drow deals a lot of damage, but it's the most positional carry in the game. Like, if you're out of position, you do 0 damage.
Yeah.
Your damage just goes down by 90%. And they have so many tools now to jump on top of him. The Mars, the Ember, the Monkey King, the Lion.
Now by 90%, you gotta get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Gotta be outputting all your damage.
Yeah, this is the problem now with this Weaver. It looked really cute, you know?
At first it looked good, right?
You could have had an axe at this point. You could have.
And you could save him, potentially.
Right.
And because your positioning wouldn't be the same, right?
Yeah.
Because you're sitting back more to save your carry. So you're not getting caught out in front of your team. You're getting sitting back more, having that axe, time-lapsing Ame.
Yeah, so it's where the greedy item build can turn to a different form, because that's what happens when your support is doing like a carry build, right?
Balance strike, and when they think about it, doesn't have any health though, so holding down the void is difficult.
A little bit. Maybe you had a basher and a pistol blade and a rapier.
3. Went into copying the last time he's met MS. Not the last time, but in that season 1.
Yeah. But by no means is LG out of this. Like, Draw Ranger is a hero that can explode you if you're not careful. Like, you get a good Ravage on the Monkey King, you will just die in 1 second. Especially with his item. Like, he went Silver Edge first item.
Yeah.
Not the biggest fan. I think Shadow Blade into another item would have been better. Because there's not really a whole lot to break in this game. Bulwark is the big one, of course, but is that better than having an earlier BKB? Because if you now get arena or stunned,
You're dead.
or anything, yeah. Like even just Ember, he gets like a random shackle on you,
X.
you're gone.
They just have the opportunity to instantly lock it down and throw it down. Link forward, and that is a catch on a Y. I don't think LGD want to take that fight anymore, and he fought back in that last engagement that was in the jungle, so he is dead for 70. This is setting up for ASTER to start to really take over the map and be in a bit of a struggle area, struggle city.
Yeah, struggle city.
You know, they gotta try and navigate themselves out, maybe get a little ways going.
But ASTER doesn't want him to get out, so they smoke up straight away.
They've been playing really aggressive continuously. Like, they'll get a kill, they'll go for more. Even if something messes up, they've gone for it again multiple times. Smokes.
Yeah. I mean, Ame really needs his BKB to be able to fight. Which, luckily, he died super fast after he took Roshan, so it's gonna be down for a while. Oh, they're looking at top lane.
Gosh, it's the Aether Remnant. Now they've got a Glade here. Time-lapse balance strike from Monet, so Q is going to have a little... Ooh, success. Man, if you let him on that one, that would have been really impressive. They'll go for the TP. They've got the dust, and now they've got the kill. Her spikes in from Bobica, and Ori now unstoppable. He is having quite the game, and this is the Ori we wanted to see for so long, and it feels like this is the Ori of the past that people have wanted for a while.
Yeah, I mean, he died a couple of times, but if you're an Ember, you are going to die if you play it aggressively.
10-3 and 9 though.
Yeah, he's doing super well. But yeah, they're just making space now for the draw range and finish a BKB. Without it, they just cannot fight, like absolutely just cannot fight.
Only a tier 1 going down, not the worst thing in the world. Now you do have kind of a better wave clear and a bit of a farming mechanic here with this Gush Axe.
Yeah. Same thing, like they do have the Silver Edge on a Monkey King, but he will never be in a position on a Tidehunter where it will actually make a big difference, I feel like. Could have been like half of a Skadi or so. Simply because Tide's job now...
Finger spear, all landing. They've got the arena and the remnant forward. XXS with a kill. Bobica, right place, right time, and another one onto Y.
Yeah.
This is being great movements from Aster, now on 5,000. And that's the thing, they're up almost... They are up double the kills, and they're only up 5K. As much as LGD are dying, and they're making some uncharacteristic misplays, they're still in it. It never felt like they've been out of this game at all.
Yeah.
And I know that maybe that's a little bit of LGD favoritism, but you know, you gotta give it up for them a little bit. But the most important thing is this is an Aster team, at least at this moment in time, that looks really good.
Yeah, really good with a new lineup as well.
Yeah.
Whoever had darts, you know, why they didn't win yet, that's still a long way to go. Like, cause cracking the high ground against Axe Tide and Draw Ranger is really difficult.
And they're gonna have Refresher on that Tide.
Yeah.
And he's gonna farm it pretty quickly again with that Axe. So like, that's not a slow build up.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're also gonna go into Refresher on the Mars eventually. Like, Refresher is just such a strong item right now. Definitely gonna build it while you can. And now the counter, well, not really counter smoke, but the smoke to just try and find anything because it's been all Aster for a while. For a while, yeah.
Capitalizing on LGD's misplays.
The BKB though is gonna be big.
Down the strike coming through, looking for the weaver. They got the dust there. As well as the Ravage. That lands on a 2 now. They've got the BKB on Ame. Trying to get these right clicks down, but they got a kill here on the GQ. They'll use that one. Out of the circle they'll go. Now they've got the arena down the BKB. Oh, shot on down. Right to win the arena. Now they're bringing Ori. They're gonna go Ame. A Gush is not gonna matter. Now they'll bring through Y, but Y's there just to really be a spectator in these deaths. As Patreon goes down, Y dies, triple kill for XXS. It was a good Ravage to start, but Aster, great counterplay, great movement, great positioning, and they win it clean.
Yeah, it's a little weird to see LGD play like this, to be honest, because the fight went exactly how they wanted to. As they didn't nearly have enough damage or lockdown.
No.
So Aster's like, oh, all right, I guess we'll just take it.
And nobody say wasn't there, right?
No, he wasn't.
So
and he's like one of the most important heroes.
Yeah, he's the lockdown. He's the Axe, the silences, the pieces you need.
If he's there on top of that Ravage, the monkey's gone.
Yeah, because they can get the Ether and to follow it up.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Astral Step down.
Yeah, it's as you said, pretty uncharacteristic. But of course, everyone came back from a big break, so no one's gonna be at full power at this point.
That's the problem though, in this DPC, you get one chance to beat everybody, and every game you drop is another big problem.
Yeah, I mean, especially now that it's so compressed, right? Like every game just matters so much more because you don't have like another week to just warm up.
Or breathe, or
yeah.
The tilt can stay.
Can. But also you have 3 seasons this time, so.
Yeah.
Potentially a little bit.
As long as you're not getting relegated, you're still in the mix.
Yeah.
AC next for Mars, no Refresher, at least not yet. He's got Shard, he's gonna pick that up. That's, you know,
Double Spear. Yeah, I mean, I like the AC also because as we spoke about the Drow ult, they can have all base armor, but all the plus armor is gonna be very valuable. That makes sense. The only reason why I like Refresher a bit better is like it protects better against Drow because it just nullifies the projectile.
Yeah, especially if you can position it like they just did, where at the BKB, all of a sudden you've got the arena that stops him from lead.
Yeah.
Venn diagram him in. Arena down. They're gonna try and play out this one, and it will be a kill on a Y. That's a lot of finger stacks that starting to honestly become a problem.
Yeah, the burst damage is getting high. Burst damage is getting high. And just look how squishy Drow is. Like, he has so much net worth, but only 1800 health. He even went for the mom build.
He's always in the front.
Yeah. It's hard not to be, though, because ASTER just shifts so quickly that the backline just becomes the front line instantly.
Yeah. They're really guiding where the arena of this fight is. So the first fight, they have the Hex, the Land of Spear, the Soul Bind on the 2, the BKB being popped by ASTER, the Cox command is out. They got the time lapse, but not the health and not the time. You turn this one around, Monet with a double kill, taking out Faith Beyond and Chinkyu real quick, and they still have 3 minutes on this Aegis, up 14,000 net worth. This is ASTER really running away with it. And LGD, man, this is not what they were looking forward to, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're getting outprinted every turn right now. Just too much of a pace being set by ASTER.
They picked up Monet.
Yeah, like he's just a little
Radiant's top tower is
big
under
chubby
attack.
boy now. He's massive.
He's adjusted his belt and fit it all in. He's ready to go.
But now triple ignite on him, he's gonna burn for a while. Oh, never mind. Explode so balanced. And it's hard. I can't believe it's just as strong as well, actually. And it heals you for so much too. There's just a couple of things whenever I see them right now, I'm like, yeah, I feel like they should have been addressed like 2 months ago, you know?
Patches are a thing of the past.
Yeah. Who needs patches?
Although this definitely is a showcase for Grimshrew.
It is. Even early game, like he made so many plays.
Yeah.
Just with the Phantom. And then
Dire's
from a plus
bottom
5.
tower
And
is
not a
under
hero that
attack.
gets picked up that much.
Surprisingly.
It feels like he gets ignored a lot. Yeah, I think this hero's got a great toolkit that makes him honestly pretty dangerous.
I mean, yeah. He definitely killed Void Spirit like what, 4 or 5 times at this point?
Times of Grace always strong and so lined with the heroes that can't take advantage of it.
Now they're just stuck on the high ground. It feels real bad. Like we said, they can defend the high ground, but it doesn't matter if you can't leave it.
You can't gain gold, you're not going to make up this net worth different.
Yeah, and even if you leave the base now, it's gonna be so hard. But now it's going to the refresher on Mars. I mean, they're just also rich. Like, what did you even do? You gotta get a really good Ravage. Otherwise, there's nothing you can do.
Like, we were kind of hyping up Chinkyu with this Weaver. He's got a good net worth, but you know, it's not really become effective net worth for him.
It looked great, but like in the last, like what, 3 or 4 fights, it's just been a big bait for him because he's always in the position where he actually wants to right click, which generally isn't really where Weaver wants to be as a support. You're very squishy, you don't have survivability items, which is why people go for this axe. You know, they go axe, Ether Lens Blink, just to really protect. Now he's gonna get it. Probably nothing to say. Still holding on to that Terry's trinket actually.
Just not getting those. Moving forward, Boundless Strike again. Ame in the front lines of this one with BKBs being popped. They've got the Silver Edge, so they have the break on Ori, doing a lot of damage onto the Ember, but they'll start to fall back. Time lapse over. Shinkyu looking maybe for some vision, but instead they'll Shiguchi and turn away. Gush is thrown out. No hit, but you know, nothing more. Going back to that Weaver point, like I think so many of these fights could have been won by having that time lapse.
Yeah, potentially. But there's like this game right now needs to change the plans for LGD because
Don't be key.
Drow can't be in the front line all the time, even just now. Like he's the one starting the fight, there's no way. Like you gotta be the one dealing the damage. Because you saw, sure Ember dropped low, but as soon as he was next to Drow there was no damage.
Yeah.
Like a 200 crit instead of like a 700.
And the thing too is like, KB's not getting any longer, just getting shorter. So
Yeah.
that time of opportunity is becoming smaller and smaller.
For sure. And then now there's an Aeon disc already on the line, so you're not gonna be killing him.
Yeah, Boba can have it in a game. They all. ASTER looked great.
Yeah.
Not too
Have they played any leagues or anything before? There was nothing, man.
I think the one they played was Suga. There wasn't like a DPO or
They didn't even do it well there, right? But now suddenly they're popping off.
Coming through, hits on
The
access.
range is so insane.
Yeah, it is all very far.
And it also gives vision everywhere. 6
stacks on that finger. Not gonna land that Gleipnir, but they've got time lapse. You can just leave 40-second cooldown. Not that bad.
Refresher also Ember Sprint now he has 10 potentially, which is a lot of damage.
And short.
It's just like now you're at this point where how do you kill anything if you're LGD? Like you literally need a Ravage followed up by a Remnant to kill someone,
Followed up by another Ravage.
or an Ogre stun maybe.
Not gonna have an Ogre stun. He's dead.
What Ogre?
Finger, boundless, and well, another kill there. This time for Siamese Cat, and another stack for Obiga. Really playing well on this line.
Yeah, now 25 on the Monkey too, so I got a big ring. Getting some deep ones, but they're trying to sniff out nothing to say here. Oh, the Glimmer!
Has a couple of rings, but he's not going to go that way. The Amethyst gets popped. Maybe LGD putting themselves in a bit of a precarious position. They're going to look for the TP, but they've got the silence to have the damage to get killed. Boom, they'll take on the line. BKB's been bought by XXS. He's used his as well. But over from the side is the Weaver. Boundless Strike doesn't land, or he's still looking for him, but the Shikuchi gets him out of vision. At least for now, he'll Shikuchi again towards mid, away from ASTER's grasp. And all of a sudden, I mean, they cut 3K from that fight. 15K just a moment ago. And that's their first kill in, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, I do. Line had a pretty beefy streak, right?
Something like that, but look at that turn. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, like, show me the gold.
Yeah, and finally they're moving out and getting some kills.
When he's losing his career. This is what I you know, do admire though from Shinkyu. He's cutting the creep wave, making it a little bit more difficult to push out, but he does get caught a little bit. And when he does get caught, that's the opportunity for ASTER to go. They were looking for the 8, so they're still looking for it. He's not going to line up front, but they've got this slight end of the searing chains to kill off White. He is an ogre, he does have armor, but it's getting cut in half, and well, they're really just cutting him up.
Yeah, Ogre at this point, yeah, he's not tanky anymore. No way. He has like no items whatsoever. Finishes his BKB, so he's going like double down on his carry route.
Yeah, pseudo carry. Like even with BKB, you really feel like you're.
I mean, just hit pseudo, but I think.
Dyer's bottom tower
No,
is
the
under
glide
attack.
BKB is like full carry build right
Pseudo courting, sorry.
I think you forgot he's actually support.
Yeah. Well,
Wait, what do I do?
sometimes supports get into that mindset. You get a couple of kills early, and you're like, you know what? I'm carrying. Cool.
Yeah, I think he definitely got baited by that. But we'll see. Maybe it works out, you know? Like, he can hit hard if draw range is not bothered.
What a career kill.
Oh, that's the
Time with
Shivas.
It happens. You get some kills. All of a sudden, you say, you know what? I'm building Midas on Ancient Apparition. And then you lose the game, and then your teammates are reporting you and pinging you, and then you stop playing.
Who's gonna ping Arm in this game? 063? Dude, like, if I did it in any pub, I would get reported instant.
I already reported.
Thank you. I report myself.
Could you imagine? It's good. I had a bad game, I'm gonna report myself.
I really hate
We
when
hand
you
for
do
like a day, you're like, yeah, I deserved it.
like your vote is the one that actually gets you banned.
We're with BKB going after Ami again. Ami in the front lines, running it back and forth. They've got the gun come through, but still BKB.
Careful, Ami.
That's right, he's gonna have another BKB. The BKB's gonna be popped by Ame. Now they'll go over another to save. Pops his own BKB. Astral Stab running away. That's the refresher and the double BKB coming out from Ori, and they don't get anything out of it. So ASTER trying to take advantage of their lead at the moment, and really kills that probably should have happened.
Yeah, but now the big problem is how do you, against that Monkey King ring.
But you know he doesn't have BKB right now. The arena's down, refresher's down.
Yeah,
Can you
but
go for a
LGD,
pickoff and then go for Roche?
like whoever gets one pickup is definitely gonna go for Roche. Like, it doesn't matter
No,
who.
for sure.
Both teams do it. Well, Radiant doesn't really, Style is not as fast, but still quick enough.
Don't need to be that fast when you got a big lead.
Very true.
Bobaga. Next.
Alright, drain 100 mana. Yeah,
It's got the refresher now too, so they've got double Ravage. Fighting in a Roche is certainly viable, but certainly scary.
They need to take out that Monkey King though with a double Ravage. And if they do, he has buyback.
And if they don't, they probably lost the fight already.
Yeah. Like, you cannot afford to waste any spell at this point at all. Like, the best case scenario is they kill the monkey with one Ravage and still have one for his buyback.
Yeah, if you can get that pick off, and this might be the jump into the
Might be it.
Ravage. They're on the edge. They are smoked up. By Bobaga. They'll make the jump. They've got the double Ravage. It 8 on 2-3, and the end of the day, they get to go to access he doesn't have buyback, but that's what Ravage is down. The break goes through, the Palace ring is able to figure it out on the hill. This is way beyond time. Meanwhile, the arena as well as the speed lands on both wide and nothing to see. Both gonna fall, he doesn't have buyback. They bought back on the group stroke too, so, well, 2 buybacks used on ASTER, and oh gosh, the damage out and the kill there on the Weaver. 4 heroes down to the side of LGD might be forced to buy back. They could buy back on 3. They don't have the Tide Hunters, so
won't do anything.
I don't know if they really can go for this. Ami certainly can't go for it alone, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Cut into the net worth, but it's not going to matter if you give away an Aegis Cheese and an Axe Blessing.
Yeah, the Axe Blessing is going to be
You think they could have brought back
problem.
this?
No, they can't. No Ravage means you can't fight.
You're giving up so much, though. You're giving up technically 6,000 gold, even though it's really 42.
I am immortal.
Well, the blessing part, I don't really care.
Yeah, but the problem is,
Hey.
they didn't even use Monkey King ult. They still had it for the pit. Like, Draw Rangers just never feel comfortable fighting right now, which is really a big problem of the hero. As we said, like, if you fall behind early, it's very hard for you to catch back up. And if you are in that uncomfortable territory and there are so many jumpers, like, what do you do?
And they're really going to just give up this high ground. Not buy back. Or at least they're going to try and hold their buyback as much as they can. Maybe Aster can force it out by going for tier 4s and baiting it. Baiting some buybacks here. They might buy back once the tide's up if they want to fight, but they still don't have Ravage. It's not an easy fight.
Running next to it.
Oh, the damage!
Draw Ranger, baby!
Quad Ignite, now BKB still gets the top tier 3. Now it's, wow, okay.
That's Draw Ranger.
I mean, that's severe, right?
He did a Silver Edge crit with the Marksman shot together, which is practically just like a pure 1200 damage or so. Very balanced. But yeah, Draw is not out of the game. It's just, he's never part of any fight because he's so afraid that any of the 4 heroes are gonna jump him. Yeah. Like, you know, when they had the double Ravage, he literally did 0 hits in a team fight. He did nothing. And then as soon as he bought back, he ran away with Silver Edge. 0 damage out that fight. Like, I understand it's a very difficult position to be in as a drawer, but if you don't hit, you don't deal damage. If you don't deal damage,
I mean, this is certainly a telling graph where Weaver's your biggest damage outputter.
yeah, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. And most of the damage from just now is actually, or like from that graph is from just now, like from the Rex defense.
Yeah, fresher Monkey King.
Yeah,
No joke that this
it is
item
so
just gets
strong.
picked up everywhere.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, Refresher is just ridiculous, but Refresher Monkey King in particular is very strong. You have this double ring. You can literally just ring, jump on top of them. If they run out, you just put another ring on top of that ring. You can never leave. You can't leave. Now you have an air disc also on the Mars and on the Lion, so who do you burst? There's no one.
Lion feeling very comfortable, enjoying his ninja gear.
Yeah. Penta is on the Mars actually. What does the Monkey King have then?
Is under attack. Dire structures.
What a witch blade. Yeah, oh, okay. Did it spell?
Radiant's
I like it.
bottom tower has fallen.
I don't like LGD chance.
Now down 25,000. They were cutting into it, but then, you know, they weren't.
And then the bank said, okay, we're collecting our interest now. Interest fee.
And Aster collected on their interest, and, you know, that comes with an act blessing and some racks and so
Dire's top tower is under
And a
attack.
cheese.
Cheese and an Aegis. That graph just,
Looks pretty... Surprisingly enough, they still have 20 days to give LGD 26% chance.
that is pretty high when you consider where this game looks like it's at.
You guys need to draw damage though.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're in the right position, defending the high ground, but LGD, 5-man smoke, they're all gonna fight outside the base.
They saw the Ember, they're looking for him. But now they're all together, they're probably, oh my god, this Hydra is so scared to go up.
They know they can go up the left side.
It's so obvious to smoke though, because all the lanes are pushing in, you're not showing anywhere. Aster's 100% prepared.
They're not anywhere close.
Yeah, like they're so ready for
Look
this.
at where they are.
Wow.
985 current.
And it's without Silver Edge.
5-man smoke now from Aster. They read the map, they read the move, and now they're gonna try and counter. And the question is, you know, you just had LGD TP back from top, so have to walk their way back. going back to top.
I just want to see Drow hit the monkey like 4 times and he just dies instantly.
Potentially.
Oh my god.
They found why.
Why did they find why?
They're gonna get a kill there now for the Ravage, but they've got the Aeon. This is the right foot down, but they're gonna access it with the BKB. Ame in some trouble. He's shoved into the soul line. Wukong's Ame get low, and well, there's the double abyssal. There's the double kill, and there goes LGD in this fight. They bump back on why. They don't get Weaver out, and well, no, Weaver's dead for 90. They drop the gem. They drop a lot of gold and a lot of percentages in winning this game.
Yeah, like it was just the worst case scenario. Like your BKB Drow was so bound and he can't run away out of the arena, out of the ring.
And again in the forefront of that fight.
Yeah, like he's always in melee range with someone when the fight starts. It's a big, big problem.
Blink Daggers have really made that
Top
that
barracks
presence
are under
felt
attack.
from XXS, from the right hand. Blink Ravage coming to the again. The dash coming to the bottom of the game. Here comes Zori though. There's the Blink and they've got the air spike. They're going to kill the Hamid. They're picking quickly. There's the run up in the save. He just fought back. They get him out of the monkey king, but they catch buyback. Nothing to say is dead. 4 years gone without buyback, and there's the ASTER. They are going to look clean in this game number 1, and they will take it over LGD.
Team
Wow. A great way to start the series and quick.